is within you. Open the eyes of your mind, your ears and mouth as I sing my song. Open the eyes of your mind, your ears and mouth as you hear my words. Oh, ba-da-da-ba-ba-da-dee, ba-da-da-ba-ba-da-dee. I'll be waiting. I'll be home. Ba-da-da-ba-ba-da-dee, ba-da-da-ba-ba-da-dee. I'll be waiting. I'll be. We still live in yesterday. Many today they waste away, but nevertheless it's never late. Oh, see the times have changed. I thought you knew that these words will never ever wait for you. The world has gone past times of fighting. So drop your guns and your swords and let us live all as one. We all need love and understanding. So drop your guns and your swords and let us live all as one. Oh, ba-da-da-ba-ba-da-dee, ba-da-da-ba-ba-da-dee. I'll be waiting. Oh, I'll be. Across the ocean, it's more than just a goddess. We all need one another. Oh.
Splash FM 105.5.
All right, good afternoon and welcome to Talking Points. Today it's Tuesday, the 25th day in May 2021. It's Talking Points with Michael Olatunbosun on Splash FM 105.5 here in the city of Ibadan. It's good to have you join us, and it's good to know that it's always a time to talk about things that affect us as a people. So today we are running together until 4 o'clock. How about that? Okay, so the essence is to get your perspectives to things that are going on around you, and see if we can all together, make things happen for our nation. Okay, let's browse the news media and then come to you for the magical moment of conversation. That's my most favorite, if you ask me. But before we proceed into the program proper, I'd like to invite you for the final round of Splash FM Oratory Contest 2021 tomorrow. It's happening at the MOV 21 Event Center, Ring Road here. That's popularly now called the Moshood Abiola Way. Ring Road here in Ibadan for the final. We have 10 schools that have qualified for the final, but I'm inviting you, let your kids come around, but they have to be in their school uniforms, okay? And they have to have their face masks to be allowed entry into the contest. The whole essence of making oratory contest is to make sure that we get young people to be steeped, to imbibe the public discourse culture. One of those elements, if you ask me, that are missing in our civic space is that of civil conversation. So young people of secondary school age will be assembling tomorrow to speak to their vision, talk about their vision for your state. And we just want to sound them out, if you like, catch them young. That's the idea, to get young people to speak about things that affect them and also speak about how they want the solutions to be brought to the table. That's essentially what we'll be doing tomorrow. It's 12 o'clock, but I'd like you to arrive at 11 o'clock so that we can start on the dot of 12. 10 finalists. They will be assessed by people, judges who have distinguished themselves in the area of public speaking and literacy. So be there tomorrow afternoon. I'll be waiting to welcome you personally. Splash FM Oratory Contest, 26th of May 2021. It is our own way at West Midlands Communications Limited to, our corporate social responsibility, and is the educational element of it. It's what we, regularly have every year, except year 2020 when COVID-19 happened, and we had to, everybody around the world had to be scampering for safety and for initiatives on how to survive. But here we are. The figures are coming down. That's not to say that COVID-19 has left. It is still very much around, but we've been able to get around, it to curtail the spread and the rest of it. And thankfully, the vaccines are here. Oratory Contest, Splash FM Oratory Contest 2021 final, grand finale. Tomorrow, 12 o'clock, but I'd like you to arrive at 11 o'clock at Move 21 Event Center. I'll be waiting to welcome you. Okay, so let's discuss this afternoon. So before I also let you into the conversation for today, I'd like you to go to Facebook. We're streaming live on Facebook, www.facebook.com/Splash FM 105.5 Ibadan. You find the sight and sound, of course, on Facebook. Beautiful pictures, if you like, a new look studio, beautiful, aesthetics. I'd like you to see it by yourself. So, and you also like to see my smiling face, isn't it? And the smiling face of Goki. Goki is always smiling. I'll be asking him what's the deal about his smile pretty soon. Okay, so you can reach out to us on that Facebook platform. Just key in your comments, okay? If you like, you can also share. And if you're not a fan of our fan page, please click the button or icon like, and then you are part of the family. How about doing this conversation together, knowing well or fully well that we are together in this matter? All right, so it's our talking points on Splash FM. Goki, how are you doing today?
I'm fine, Michael, and it's nice to be here again.
It's good to see you again.
Yeah, it's always nice to be here.
Yeah. So one of those, issues, I thought I should start on this note. Over the week, over last weekend, after, apart from the air crash involving the chief of army staff, you also had some students of FUNAB are kidnapped. But there's a good news about them. Kidnappers released a FUNAB student. This is Toyinbo Olayinka, a 400 level student of aquaculture and fisheries management, Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, FUNAB, has been released from the den of his abductors. Olayinka was kidnapped at about 8 a.m. on Saturday at a private farm located at Abule Itoku in Odeda local government area of Ogun State. So the head directorate of public relations, Kola Adepoju, in a statement said details about his release were still sketchy. But you see, whatever this sketch about the sketchy details, we have this student released. So the headline here says, kidnappers release FUNAB student. Okay, so that's cheery news, right?
Yeah, of course. I'm so happy to hear the news. But of course, we still have a long way to go when it comes to security. It boils down to the fact that it's easy for anybody to be kidnapped in Nigeria. And it's not a crime for these people to go to school. They just want to study. They just want to learn. They just want to pass through a phase of education. And when people are not safe, I don't know what the narrative will be. How do you think this particular student will be feeling? And I must commend our mates and students in the university that took up the matter, and they actually had a protest, giving the governor and the state government ultimatum, and even before the ultimatum, you can see that the guy is back. But the truth of the matter is, we are not safe. Our state of security is still bad. If anybody can be picked up, it could be anybody's turn tomorrow. But I'm happy she's back.
All right, so it could be anybody's turn tomorrow. But, one of those things that we've been talking about for quite some time is the fact that police formations are being attacked, vandalized, burnt in most cases, and in a lot of cases, police officials, policemen, and other people around, getting injured or dying in the course of it. There was another one in Enugu reported today. It puts a big question mark on the psyche of the people in Nigeria, and particularly in that part of the country. Is it not something to really bother about, that even INEC offices are being attacked? Let me read this story, then we can piece the story together. Arsonists threaten Anambra governorship election, INEC. Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, on Monday raised fresh alarm over threats to the forthcoming governorship election in Anambra and the general elections. In a statement signed by Barrister Festus Okoye, National Commissioner and Chairman, Information and Voter Education Committee, the Commission disclosed that arsonists at the weekend set ablaze 3 of its Anambra, Imo, and Enugu states' offices. The statement disclosed that of all the attacks, the most devastating was the onslaught on the Commission's facilities at the state headquarters office in Awka, Anambra State. The statement revealed that the collation centers 50% of the non-sensitive materials required for November 6, 2021 governorship election. 7 utilities vehicles, that's Toyota Hilux, amongst others, were burnt. The attackers were systematic and selective in their targets. The pavilion, which serves as a collation center during major elections, was burnt down in what is a major blow to preparations for the governorship election scheduled for 6 November 2021. Two stores housing electoral materials were burnt down. New and old but serviceable electric generators and all that. Whoa. Okay, so the story essentially, arsonists threatened Anambra governorship election, INEC. So we've been seeing, stories about, the attack on INEC offices and the attack of police on police formations. What are your deductions here?
Michael, we've been talking about this for quite some time now. But now I'm having a new thought about it, because I'm seeing a connection, I'm seeing a nexus between the attacks on police station and the attacks on Independent National Electoral Commission or headquarters and offices. And I have to ask this again, that what is the governor, what is the government there? What are they doing exactly? I've been saying it over and over again, that this is a time for them to call a meeting. In fact, a security meeting, if that will be the case, for them to look into it. But of course, you cannot also deny that some group have been saying that there won't be elections in this state, that they don't believe in one Nigeria. You cannot deny that. And of course, it has to come back to the fact that once we gather information, what do we do about it? If a group is coming out to say there won't be election, and we are seeing all of this intentional, I plead that you note that word. All these intentional strikes. And if they are seeing them, what are we doing exactly? You don't just gather information just to sit and watch. We don't just sit and watch and pray that the nation is safe or the state is safe. If these people are attacking police stations, if they are attacking INEC offices back to back, you know that they are in for something. So there's a need for us to counter the attack back if necessary and save the people. Because whether we like it or not, the police officers that are being killed, maybe the INEC officers that are being attacked, in one way or the other, are citizens too. They are citizens of this country, so they have to be safe. But of course, I see the determination of a particular set of people saying we don't want election. And like you read out there, I think it's a threat to the election. And if we are not careful, these people don't want election to win in these states, especially in the southeast.
So we have to, do something extra.
We have to do something
special about it.
Special about it. Let's gather information and do something with the information. Let the government and let the people call a grassroots, I've been saying it, a grassroots community summit, security summit, for them to look at, there is a proverb in Yoruba that says, "Tí ikú ilé ò bá pani, tóde ò lè pani," meaning if the enemy within does not kill, the enemy without cannot. So we have to look within the state. I'm not going to come here from your state to go help them settle the issues there. They have to come together and look at it inward. What can be done?
Okay.
Since I've not seen any of these states call any emergency security meeting. Maybe I'm wrong. You can prove me wrong. But till today, I've not heard of any from all of these states.
Okay, so we'll get to attempt an analysis of some of these matters and more when we come back from this break, and particularly the story about the ban on open grazing, where you now have the back and forth between Garba Shehu, the senior special assistant to the president on media and publicity, and the governors in the southern states of Nigeria. When we come back from this break, it's still Talking Points on Splash FM.
Don't worry, Ma. He'll be home on time, just like his dad.
Are you sure?
Yes, Ma. I'm cooking their favorite jollof with Sonia tomato mix. They are here.
Hey, is the jollof ready?
See? Right on time.
Your loved ones will always rush home for tasty meals prepared with Sonia tomato mix.
Mommy, the jollof is yummy.
I wouldn't miss this jollof for anything.
It's so good eating together with a family.
Yes, Ma. All thanks to Sonia.
Sonia tomato mix brings you together. Proudly Nigerian.
Enter the place and it brighten. Make everybody they wonder. Waiting they cause all the shine. Lush hair, lush hair. Long hair or short doesn't matter. Crochet or dreadlocks can be better. Only for girls we know better. Lush hair, lush hair. So you want to slay? Slay with swag. Gotta be lush hair. Gotta be lush hair. Straight or curly. You know they tango. Lie. Gotta be lush hair. Gotta be lush hair. Wonder how I shine like this. I'm on a lush hair, be the coco. Say you want to know. And if you wanna be fine like me, I can show you where to go. A lush hair, be the coco.
Beautiful people know how to make an impression, and that's why they only trust Lush Hair Extensions to bring out the shine in them. Lush Hair, be beautiful.
Fresh vibes of La Casera with new colorful, exciting look. But the Bamba apple taste no change. Oh, La Casera, I love this drink.
Friends should instill in us the right values needed to transform our country into a nation free of corruption. But first, we must know the meaning of this corruption of a thing. I don't call it a phenomenon. I call it a virus. I call it a disease.
The Splash FM Oratory Contest 2021 is here, and it's bigger and better. It's time for worthy students to exercise their oratory skills. Finals come up on the 26th of May 2021 at MOV 21 Event Center. Time 12 noon. In the words of Dale Carnegie, only the prepared speaker deserves to be confident. Invited schools should come prepared and punctual.
For inquiries and sponsorship, call 0805-699-8701. This event is sponsored by Dr. Fola Akinyosun and Kiram Lee Gym and Fitness Center.
Please note, all COVID-19 measures will be duly observed.
Come the 29th of May, we will bring Porto to your doorstep when the royalty of English football, Chelsea, the pride of London, and Manchester City, the unstoppable citizens, light up Europe to compete for the biggest prize in club football, the Champions League final. Smart Code Africa, Mabin Dynamics, and 1960bet are in joint collaboration to make your night magical on Champions Night at Mob 21 Event Center at Dioyo, Ring Road, Ibadan for the biggest gathering of European football lovers. Come watch the game on the biggest screen with friends and color mates. Meet your favorite OAPs in the city. You stand a chance to win amazing prizes at the Champions Night. Access code is a bet slip of 1960bet. Media partner Splash FM, Lagelu FM. For more inquiries, please call 080-557-94255 or 090-286-30747. This event is powered by 1960bet.
If you had the clearest camera designed for the best selfies on a smartphone, where would you take your first picture?
Probably at the beach with the backdrop of the midnight skies.
At the cinema. It's dark and all, but for the best selfie, darkness shouldn't be a thing, right?
Or maybe I'll take it in front of my favorite suya spot. Some soft light and legendary suya in the background.
Wherever you choose, stand out with the new Techno Camon 7T smartphone. With its 48MP selfie lens for the clearest selfie, 64MP ultra night camera for stunning pictures in low light, and the MediaTek Helio G95 processor for quality gaming and streaming performance. Techno Camon 17. It's time to stand out.
Uncle Dentist, wetin be cavities and how Colgate take dey protect my teeth from cavities? Shey dey use comfort?
No dear, na hole for teeth dey cause most tooth pains wey be cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection take brush every day, the confirmed formula go help keep natural calcium inside our teeth wey go protect them from tooth decay.
Time don reach to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate, because Colgate locks calcium in.
Now, the Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate.
Splash FM 105.5.
All right, it's time again for second part of the program, Talking Points on Splash FM here in the city of Ibadan. Today, the 25th day in May 2021. Okay, so let's talk about this matter that has been, trending really for quite some time now. Southern governors open grazing ban, no solution, says presidency. This is the vanguard of today. Okay, so the story here says the presidency yesterday questioned the propriety of the ban placed on open grazing in southern Nigeria by governors of the region. The 17 southern governors under the aegis of Southern Governors Forum had, in what is now described as Asaba Declaration, raised 12 resolutions, one of which was the ban on open grazing. But reacting to the ban yesterday, the presidency, in a statement by Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Malam Garba Shehu, also promised that the rehabilitation work on grazing reserves in the country will commence in June. However, the presidency's statement drew the ire of the Yoruba socio-political organization, Afenifere, its Igbo counterpart, Ohaneze Ndigbo, as well as the Pan-Niger Delta Forum, PANDEF. Shehu said President Muhammadu Buhari had expressed a strong resolve to address the conflicts between herders and farmers in a sustained and lasting manner that should lead to the emergence of permanent solutions to the frequent clashes between them, as well as the associated problem of gun-wielding killer herdsmen. According to him, President Buhari has approved a number of specific measures to bring a permanent end to the frequent skirmishes as recommended by Alhaji Sabo Nanunu, the Minister of Agriculture, in a report the President signed in April. He said that the recommendations were made before the actions of the Southern Governors Forum, which attempted to place a ban on open grazing, another act of politicking intended by its signatories to demonstrate their power. Asaba Declaration, no solution. The statement, read, and I quote, "It is very clear that there was no solution offered from their resolutions to the herder-farmer clashes that have been continuing in our country for generations. But the citizens of the southern states, indeed citizens of all states of Nigeria, have a right to expect the elected leaders and representatives to find answers to challenges of governance and rights, and not to wash their hands of hard choices by instead issuing bans that say, no, not in my state. Okay, so there's a counter here. Ban on open grazing. Southern governors blast Garba Shehu, say he lacks authority to make policy statements for presidency. Riders are plenty. One of them says his pronouncement betrays dubiety, mischief. Okay, the other one says no inch of space in whole South will be ceded to invaders masquerading as herdsmen under any guise. He's an agent provocateur. Should stop insulting governors. Sheu's working for extraneous interest whose game plan stands at variance with peaceful coexistence. He lacks understanding between licentious criminality and qualified rights under our law. Wow. The 17 southern governors in the country have lambasted the senior special assistant to the president of media and publicity, Malam Garba Shehu, for saying that their announcement on open grazing is of questionable legality. Okay, reacting on their behalf, the chairman of the Southwest Governors Forum, Rotimi Akeredolu, accused Garba Shehu of creating confusion in the polity by its utterances. Akeredolu accused Garba Shehu of working assiduously for extraneous interest whose game plan stands at variance with the expectation of genuine lovers of peaceful coexistence among all the people whose ethnic extractions are indigenous to Nigeria. Akeredolu, in a statement in Akure, Ondo State, and signed by his senior special advisor on special duties and strategy, Dr. Doinyo Debowale, said that Mr. Garba must disclose this day the real motives of those he serves, definitely not the president. So you have the back and forth. By the way, you can join the conversation, okay? 0809 155 1055, 0805 699 8678, and 0706 949 3000. You can join the conversation on the phone. Just call in, we'll pick your calls and then ask your comments on this matter. On Twitter, you can tweet at Splash FM 1055, at Splash FM 1055, hashtag Talking Points, and we will be connecting with you. All right, so on Facebook, Splash FM's fan page is there for you. The video, of course, is streaming. You can put your comment there. We'll most certainly attend to it. All right, so before I bring okay, Alhaji Dawood Olaleye Gunjobi is saluting us on Facebook. All right, thank you very much for connecting. All right, so okay, before we bring the phones alive, your thoughts on this matter?
I think that's that's an insensitive statement as far as I'm concerned. And of course, the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari has brought us low again. Because I asked myself, when a political appointee like Garba Shehu is making such a statement, we need to know the difference between the president and the presidency. Do you mean that if Femi Adesina should wake up and say anything, that means that is the president speaking? Do you mean that if Garba Shehu can just decide? You see, when political appointee like this speak, I blame, in fact, from my own perspective, I'm going to blame the governors themselves. Because after the resolution, if they've taken their necessary steps like the guest that we have yesterday said, and they've been able to implement in some of these states, we don't even, there won't be any space for them to actually have such conversations with him. Okay. Now, the ban on open grazing is simple. For them to stop the herders, farmers clashes. Mm-hmm. Let them be banned. Embrace the civilized way of ranching. It's so simple, for Christ's sake. Hello. Why do we have to talk about this in 21st century?
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
You're welcome to Talking Points. What's the name, please? Mr. Oluwasami, let's talk, sir.
Yes, I'm for it.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
No, Abubakar Malami and Garba Shehu of this world, to go back to something around 1966, a judgment delivered by this is Adewale something Abeokuta about something like land matters. What they are discussing is not farmers and herders class. It is another disturbance. They go to the farm to disturb the farmers. This president is to correct themselves. Good afternoon.
All right, thank you very much for calling. Okay, 0809 155 1055, 0805 699 8678, and 0706 949 3000. Another caller here. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Talking Points, please. What's the name?
My name is Olatunbosun. I'm speaking from Elere Apata.
Yes, sir. Let's talk, sir.
I think this Garba Shehu should be called to order. He is just an appointee. The unfortunate thing is that the person who put him there is absent. Let him be present and look at the situation of the country. Garba Shehu and Malami, they are just appointees. It's an insult for them to be talking to our governors. Who asked him? Nobody appointed him over the jurisdiction of this country. The president should be present. He is absent. He has not been active on the issue or the affairs of this country. Okay. That's the reason why Garba Shehu is talking. All these nasty things should stop.
All right.
It should be called to order.
Okay.
He is an appointee. He's not elected. Nobody elected him to talk about this country, about what we should do in this country. Enough is enough.
All right, thank you.
Enough is not enough.
All right.
Let Garba Shehu, let the president be present.
All right, thank you very much for calling.
The president has always been absent.
All right, thank you.
The affairs of this country.
All right, thank you very much for calling, sir. Mr. Egunjobi there also giving his voice to the conversation. Another caller here beckons. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, Mr. Mike.
Yeah, welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you. My name is Wale Omolu. I speak from Mashi Kingdom in Okeho.
Yes, sir.
Enough is enough. Open grazing should be banned. I am in support of this southern governor, and they should stand by their word. Okay. What do you expect Mr. Garba Shehu to say? When those who pay Papa, they pay the tombs. So we not expect Garba Shehu to say anything more than what we are hearing from him.
All right.
So those governors should stand by their word. Enough is enough. You cannot use your own business to disturb my own business. Thank you. Wale Omuluwa from Mashi Kingdom in Okeo.
Thank you very much for calling, sir. All right, another caller here. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You're welcome to Talking Points, sir. Yes, sir.
Your guest in the house, Mr. Goke, he has answered the question correctly. The southern governors are not taking action as I would like it to be. They should enforce the law. After all, there are laws. There should be no grazing on the southern state of Nigeria.
Okay.
And every state has done that already. Let them enforce this law 100%.
All right.
Otherwise, this Garba Shehu of the world will be talking nonsense because he was talking rubbish.
Mr. Yobaba, I'd like you to be civil, please. I'd like you to be civil.
All right. Okay. It's civil. I want to ask you one question.
Yes, sir.
What is the difference between presidency and president? Because that statement made by that Garba Shehu, is it Mr. President has spoken or is it? Let him clarify it because we are disturbed. We are very disturbed.
All right.
Because we are not happy.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for calling, sir. All right. Okay, so let's talk on the program this afternoon. You'd like to be a part of this conversation. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, Mr. Latford.
You're welcome to Talking Points on Splash FM. What's the name, please?
Thank you. My name is Ayodida. I'm speaking from Ibadan.
Yes, sir. Let's talk, sir.
Yes, I've been long I've said that we should differentiate between the presidency and the president. Yes. We never voted presidency. We voted for the president.
Okay.
So, and if any statement has to be asked for the public, it has to, some cogent topics like this has to be we have to hear from the office from the president. Is there anything wrong if president have been speaking with Nigerians on monthly basis like his predecessors? At least this thing will have been diffused and the fear of food have been diffused and the president has been speaking in this way or in this manner.
Okay.
So if Garba Shehu will just wake up or anybody from the presidency wake up, they can just say anything and this thing will continue to mark and then continue to, put the president at his interest at jeopardy with the public. Okay. And therefore, we will not like it. Yeah, the thing is that what the governors have said is it's standing and nothing can change it.
All right, thank you.
I mean, it's like Garba and his cohort. They have an agenda that they want to ask. We are waiting for them.
All right, thank you very much. I like that. We're waiting. Okay. 0809-155-1055, 0805-699-8678, and 07069493000. We're live streaming Facebook. I'd like you to check it out there. Hello, good afternoon.
Good morning, Mr. Olatunbosun.
You're welcome to Talking Points this afternoon. What's the name, sir?
Citizen Samuel from Ring Road.
Yes, sir. Citizen Samuel.
We would like to ask you about a question. When the northern governor prohibited alcohol and made it an offense, did they consult the southern governor? Did they not interfere with the free movement of people? When they were putting down hotel, did they consult the southern governor? So it is an insult to the south that Gaba, who is Baba Jew, saying that the governor has no right to. Under the constitution, land belongs to the state government.
Citizen Samuel,
Yeah.
Why has it suddenly become a north versus south thing, really?
That is what they want to make it. That's what they want to do. They have been speaking of this, they will tell you the north. Don't the answer the came was the north does not support. Where is the north? We were asking them, tell us, is it middle belt? Is it north central or north west? They will tell you, which north are you talking about? That has been the case we got independent, even before independent. That has been the manipulation of the Hausa Fulani man, manipulate the Hausa man to have dominion. That has been their trick, calling north. No, north is not one.
All right.
They say Nigeria is one. Are we one? We are not one. We can see what is happening now. The state controls their land, not the federal government.
All right.
If I want to give land, you can do that at Abuja. He has his own territory. But to come and take my ancestral land because the president, no. They are calling for war.
All right. Thank you very much for calling, sir.
Okay.
Citizen Samuel there. Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to Talking Points today. What's the name?
Yeah. This is Ayiko calling from Ilara.
Yes, sir.
Show me your friend and I will tell you the type of person you are. Mr. President, there is not much difference between Mr. President and his cabinet.
Well,
if Mr. President is allowed to talk, his own statement will be more bitter than the government.
Hello.
So there's not much difference.
Hello, Ayiko.
Yes.
The Garba Shehu and Femi Adesina and the rest of them, they are not friends of the president. They are appointees of the president. They work for the president.
How many times have Mr. President talked and Nigeria is happy? Nigeria will never be happy under Mr. President. We are only waiting patiently for 2020 to come when they be beaten out of office.
Interesting thing about your conclusion there. We are waiting for 2023, right? Okay, so the point I was trying to make really, are you still there? Hello? Okay, hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Jacob.
Jacobs, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Ologweru.
Yes, sir. Let's talk, sir.
Yes, I want to talk about the narrative about the so-called headers farmers clashes.
Okay.
They are painting it as if it is the farmers that are attacking headers. Whereas it should be headers attack on farmers, not farmers headers clashes. 1, 2. The effect of what's it called now? Quota system is what we are seeing now. In somebody comparing attack on headers, banning of open grazing to spare part selling. I don't know the kind of intelligence that one who has brought. And for Garba Shehu, well, it is obvious that the president is incapacitated. Well, so to say.
Well, are you sure that Garba Shehu or Femi Adesina will issue any statement without the knowledge of the president? By your own narrative.
How many times has the president come out to deny or even affirm whatever the Jew have been saying?
They work for the president, so they speak what the president wants to speak.
I think the ones we elected, we want to hear the president. We want the president. I voted for him, not for Garba Shehu.
Okay.
And now, you see, at the end of the day, the buck stopped on the president's table, not on Garba Shehu or Femi Adesina's table. And
right.
if they are going to turn this place upside down, then posterity will judge everybody for his actions and inactions.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Jacobs. They're calling posterity. Commercial break, and we'll be back in a moment. It's still Talking Points on Splash FM. Please don't go away. Something about COVID-19 vaccines and coverage across countries in the world. When we come back.
Splash FM 105.5.
Do you have the right to quality broadcasting? The National Broadcasting Commission says any person, group of persons, or organization aggrieved by the content of a broadcast or the conduct of a broadcast station may lodge a complaint to the station and all right to the Director General, National Broadcasting Commission, number 20, Ibrahim Taiwo Street, Asokoro, Abuja, or send a mail via info@nbc.gov.ng. Please ensure that your complaint includes name of the broadcast station, title of the program, date and time of broadcast, and essence of the complaint. Also, remember to include your name, address, telephone number, email, and append your signature. Note that your complaint must reach the NBC within 14 days of the queried broadcast. NBC, your right to quality broadcasting.
May 29 ti wọlé dé tí orin òwe yóò tó gba orí móhùnmáwòrán kan. Ìlú Porto lórílẹ̀‐èdè Portugal jìnnà sí Nàìjíríà lóòótọ́ ṣùgbọ́n a máa wọ wá sẹ́nu ọ̀nà yín. Nígbà tí àwọn ìkẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù méjì láti ilẹ̀ Gẹ̀ẹ́sì ìyẹn Chelsea FC aka The Blues, Ògo London àtẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù àwọn aráàlú tí ò ṣe dá dúró Manchester City tí a bá ń gbé pẹ́rẹ́gì kaná ní àṣekágbá ìdíje UEFA Champions League. Smart Code Africa pẹ̀lú àjọṣepọ̀ Marben Dynamics àti iléeṣẹ́ tẹ́tẹ́ oríire 960bet ni ó jẹ́ kí àṣálẹ̀ ìfigagbága náà dàbí dán. Èyí tá a pè ní Champions Night tí ó wáyé ní Saturday May 29 ní MOF 21 Event Center Adéọ̀yọ́ Ring Road nílùú Ìbàdàn. Ẹ máa bọ̀ wá wo àṣekágbá yìí pẹ̀lú ọ̀rẹ́ yín lórí móhùnmáwòrán tó tóbi dáadáa. Wàá tún rí àwọn agbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ tó fẹ́ràn. Àwọn ẹ̀bùn ràbàǹdẹ̀ tó jọjú ti wà ní sẹpẹ́ o. Tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì tẹ́tí oríire 960bet láòfin wọlé tá ò tún jẹ̀bùn pẹ̀lú àtìlẹ́yìn Splash FM àti Lágìlú FM. Fún ìbéèrè pèsè ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ 0805 579 4255 tàbí 090 286 30747. Champions Night iléeṣẹ́ tẹ́tí oríire 960bet lóṣù nígbàwọ́ ẹ̀.
Enter the place and it brighten. Make everybody they wonder. Waiting me cause all the shine. Lush hair, lush hair. Long hair or short doesn't matter. Crochet or dreadlocks can be better. Only for girls we know better. Lush hair, lush hair. So you want to slay? Slay with swag. Gotta be lush hair. Gotta be lush hair. Straight or curly. You know they tango. Lie. Gotta be lush hair. Gotta be lush hair. Wonder how I shine like this. I'm on a lush hair, be the coco. Say you want to know. And if you wanna be fine like me, I can show you where to go. A lush hair, be the coco.
Beautiful people know how to make an impression, and that's why they only trust Lush Hair Extensions to bring out the shine in them. Lush Hair, be beautiful.
Ìgbàgbọ́ kan ní Splash FM ni pé okòwò ṣẹ́gbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ láwùjọ wa lónìí kì í ṣe títa àwùjọ lólobó nìkan bí kò ṣe jíjẹ́ akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ àwọn tó gbéṣẹ́ náà dání. Èròǹgbà wa tó kàn ní dídá ògo ṣẹ́gbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ padà nípa kíkọ́ àti ríró àwọn agbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ lágbára pẹ̀lú ìmọ̀ tó tẹ̀wọ̀n. Ká sì tún àwọn ọ̀ràn tó ń bọ̀ sọ́nà nípa iṣẹ́ ọnà àti ìmọ̀ ìjìnlẹ̀ sáyẹ́ǹsì ìgbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ tá a ti ń gùn lé láti bí ọdún mẹ́rìnlá sẹ́yìn nínú okòwò ṣẹ́gbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́. Ẹ kú ojú lọ́nà.
It's game night at the Bensons and everyone's having fun. Then, this.
Hey, son, what's the matter?
You too? No way.
Don't let coughs and the common cold ruin your fun time. Tuxil range of weekly formulated day and night syrups provides effective relief from cough and cold. Product may cause drowsiness. Tuxil, the job gets done when the cough is gone. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor. It's game night at the Bensons and everyone's having fun. Then, this.
Hey, son, what's the matter? You too? No way.
Don't let coughs and the common cold ruin your fun time. Tuxil range of weekly formulated day and night syrups provides effective relief from cough and cold. Product may cause drowsiness. Tuxil, the job gets done when the cough is gone. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor.
Splash FM 105.5.
All right, it's still talking points on Splash FM here in the city of Ibadan. And told you that you could connect with us on Facebook. We're live streaming. I thought I should tell you about that. Okay, so you can join the conversation on Facebook, watch us live, and also key in your contributions as well. Just go to Splash FM, okay? If you're not a fan, just click the icon like, and you are on already. Thanks to you, Babatunde Ajayi, for watching. Alhaji Daoud Olaleye Gunjobi also watching, and many others as well. Okay, so you can also tweet at Splash FM 1055. Hashtag Talking Points, please. 0809 155 1055, 0805 699 8678, and 07069 493 3000. Those are the numbers to call. Okay. There's this story I thought we should mention before we go back to the phone lines. 10 countries administered 75% of total COVID-19 vaccines. This according to World Health Organization. Let's see, Tedros Ghebreyesus, World Health Organization Director General, says COVID-19 vaccines are administered in only 10 countries, describing the ongoing vaccine crisis as scandalous iniquity that is perpetuating the pandemic. Ghebreyesus, in his address to 74th World Health Assembly, said there was no diplomatic way to describe vaccine inequality. There is no diplomatic way to say it. A small group of countries that make and buy the majority of the world's vaccines control the fate of the rest of the world. According to him, COVAX has shipped roughly 72 million doses to some 125 developing nations. But those vaccines represent barely 1% of their combined populations. So the Director General reported more COVID-19 cases in 2021 than 2020. Almost 18 months into defining health crisis of our age, the world remains in a very dangerous situation. On current trends, the number of deaths will overtake last year's total within the next 3 weeks. Regardless of vaccinate rates, no country should assume it is out of the woods. He added. Okay, let's say that story is headlined 10 countries administered 75% of total COVID-19 vaccines, WHO here says. Okay, 0809 155 1055, 0805 699 8678, and 07069 493 3000. Those are the numbers. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You're welcome to Talking Points today. What's the name, please?
This is Prince Adesina from Salita area.
Prince, welcome, sir. Let's talk, sir.
I want to comment on the issue of the resolution by the southern government.
Yes.
You see, at a critical time like this, I think the president should talk to the people. We want to hear from the president, not from the presidency.
Okay.
If the southern government can meet and make resolutions on how they are going to run their states peacefully, and somebody will come out and oppose it, it's abnormal. What we expect the president to do, if possible, we could call these people for a dialogue.
Okay.
On the way forward, we could call the southern government for a dialogue on the way forward. And on the part of our governors from the southern region, there is no enough political way.
Right.
If if there is an extant law on this open grazing, there is no enforcement.
Okay.
You could remember when Fire also took that action when done in his Senate in the Ekiti State. He didn't have, he didn't have permission from anybody, and nobody questioned his action, and it was very.
All right, I understand that. Yeah. So you're asking for decisive action, right?
Yes, action more than talk.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for calling. Prince Adefuyi there. On Facebook, Olusanya Adedipe also watching. Says, good job, Mr. Olatunbosun. Thank you very much for also keeping it with us. Okay, so you'd like to talk to us. We have time for a few more calls before we vacate the studios. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You're welcome to Talking Points today. What's the name?
Sadu from you. I'm only
Comrade Sadu, right?
Government about what is going on in the Southeast. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much for calling. Okay, there's a story in the Vanguard here breaking 4.2 million pounds loot paid to Delta State government. Accountant General here says. Okay, so the Accountant General of the Federation, Mr. Ahmed Idris, has disclosed that the controversial 4.2 million pound looted by ex-governor has since been transmitted to Delta State government. The chief accountant of the Federation made the revelation before the House of Representatives ad hoc committee on assessment and status of all recovered loots, movable and immovable assets from 2002 to 2020 by agencies of the federal government of Nigeria for effective, efficient management and utilization. So he was responding to posers from the legislatures on the difference between the Federation and consolidated revenue fund accounts of the Federation and the desegregation of recovered assets and funds. Well, details later, says the Vanguard. But the story here says 4.2 million pound loot paid to Delta State government. Accountant General here says we have to go. What's your take on this matter, Guki?
Of course, I'm so happy to hear that the money was looted from Delta State. It should return to Delta State. I think morally it's fine, but I just hope that they use the money for something good and not loot the money again.
All right, caller here. Hello.
Again
okay,
from,
sir. Yes, sir.
Although I didn't quite comprehend your statement about COVID-19 vaccine.
Yeah.
But the only point I want to make is that if Nigeria has been okay, the manufacture of this vaccine will have been done in Nigeria instead of Ghana. In fact, because of the security.
Are they manufacturing? Who is manufacturing the vaccine in Ghana? Is it a Nigerian company or something? You were saying about Ghana, the manufacturer of the vaccine. Is it a Nigerian company?
Most of the many things are slated for Ghana because of the poor situation of security in Nigeria.
Okay.
And the lukewarm attitude of our government.
All right. Thank you very much.
We should brace up.
All right, we should brace up. All right, brace up. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Egunjobi, for calling again. So, Goki, we have to go now. I need to say thanks to you for coming again today.
My parting word, I feel the president is holding grudges against Nigeria. Everybody just wants to hear him speak.
Everybody wants to hear
We are missing Mr. President.
All right,
come on and speak.
On Thursday, it's open day. So let's chat again on Thursday. You know the open day ritual, okay? And then what I wanted to add is the Splash FM oratory contest coming up tomorrow, MOV 21 Event Center, 12 o'clock. But I need you to arrive at 11 o'clock so that we can start early. The school children, secondary school age children will be discussing, it's a public speaking competition. Come and watch tomorrow's orators and tomorrow's leaders. They'll be talking about their vision for Oyo State. How about listening to young people and see how they marshal their points? My name is Michael Olatunbosun, and I'd like to ask you to do everything within your power to make this nation better. Please do not dump refuse in the waterways. Enjoy the rest of the day, okay?